Hello, hello, and welcome to another fabulous day in the art room. Welcome, my second grade friends. I'm making this video if you missed last class. No worries, it's here on YouTube for you. But we're going to be talking about describing works of art today. So you need a pencil and a paper. Make sure you've got a pencil and a paper, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. On that paper, I want you to go ahead and write down the number 1. Remember, if you don't have your pencil or paper yet, or if you need me to slow down at any time during this, you can pause the video, stop the video, and play it when you're ready, okay? Remember, that's the awesome thing about it being on video. You can always pause, you can rewatch it, you can watch this as many times as you need to, all right? But go ahead and let's get started. Write that number 1 on your paper. Excellent. Right? Today we're going to be describing works of art. Okay? To describe something means to tell us what you're looking at, right? If you were describing me, your art teacher, hi, you would say Mrs. O'Neill had long brown hair. All right? You might say she has green eyes. All right? You might say she's wearing a gray sweater. That would be telling us what you see, right? So to describe something is to tell us what you're looking at. So it's good for artists to practice describing paintings, all right? It's important. It's important because artists, in order to be part of our art community, we need to be able to talk to each other about our art. We need to be able to talk about famous works of art. That's what we'll be doing today. I'll show you some famous works of art and we'll practice describing them, right? But I want you to practice describing works of art, talking about art, because it's important to be able to talk about your art with others, to be able to, if you ever want to have an art show, to be able to describe your own art. So being able to practice how we talk about art, okay? So the first painting that we're going to look at is The Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Lagrange by Georges Seurat. All right, and this picture, you can always pause the video if you need to take a little minute to look at it. But this picture, I want you to go ahead and next to that number 1, go ahead and write down what you see in this picture. You can write down what you see. You can write down the colors you see. You can write down what objects you see. But go ahead and write down what you see in this picture. Describe this picture. All right? You can list out what you see. Awesome. You can pause the video while you do that. All right, next, I want you to go ahead and write down how does it make you feel to look at this picture? How does it make you feel to look at this picture? Awesome. Next, I want you to write down, why do you think an artist might paint a picture that looks like this? If you were the artist, why might you paint this picture? Go ahead and write that down. And there are no wrong answers here. You just make a guess. Why do I think an artist might paint a picture like this? Think about it. Write it down. I want you to think about where you think this picture is happening. You can look for the clues. A lot of times when we're evaluating a work of art, when we're describing it, we have to kind of be investigators, right? We need to take out our little magnifying glass and we investigate, right, what we're looking at. So I'm like, I see some boats back here. Yes. I see some water. This kind of reminds me of like a park. It makes me think of that I'm at a park. I see some dogs. See, I even see a monkey up here. See this monkey? All right. I see a lot of people with umbrellas. Excellent. Awesome. So go ahead and write that down. Awesome. All right. We're going to go on to the next one. This is going to be number 2 on your paper. All right, this is number 2. Okay, go ahead and start describing the art. What do you see in this picture? What are you looking at here? You can talk about what colors you see. You can talk about what lines you see, what shapes you see. You could talk about what you think is in this picture. This one's called Weeping Woman by Pablo Picasso. Very good. So you can tell us what you see in this picture. You can tell us what you think is happening in this picture. But go ahead and write that down. You can pause the video while you do that. All right. Next, go ahead and write down, how does it make you feel to look at this painting? How does it make you feel? Awesome. All right. Go ahead and write down, okay, why do you think an artist might paint a picture like this? Go ahead and write that down. Why might an artist paint a picture like this? What do you think? Make a guess. Excellent. All right, very good. Awesome stuff. I see a lot of stuff in this. I see a person crying. Makes me feel kind of sad. Makes me feel like I want to help them, want to ask them what's wrong, want to help them out. She's got a red hat with a blue flower. Look at that. She's not very realistic, right? She looks a little flat. I can tell because she's looking, it looks kind of like she's looking at us. We can see both of her eyes, but we can see the side of her nose, which is kind of interesting. So she looks a little flat. Her hands are up near her face. She looks a little afraid, a little scared there. Very colorful painting. Very interesting. All right. On to the next one. Number 3. Okay, go ahead and take a look. Ooh, here we go. Upside down. There we go. All right. Take a look at the third painting. This is Carnival of the Harlequin by Joan Miro. Go ahead and take a look at this painting and describe what you see. Write down what you see in this picture. There's a lot going on here, right? Write down what you see in this picture. You can talk about the colors. You can talk about the lines. You can talk about the shapes. You could guess what objects you see in this picture, but go ahead and write that down. Awesome. Awesome. Describe what you see in this picture. Great. Now, go ahead and underneath that, write down how does it make you feel to look at this picture? Does it make you happy? Does it make you anxious? I once had a student look at this picture and they said, it makes me feel like I need to clean up my room. Look how messy it is. I thought that was really funny. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Underneath that, go ahead and write down, why might an artist paint a picture like this? Just take a guess. Why might an artist make a picture like this? These are important questions to ask ourselves when we're looking at a work of art. What am I looking at? You describe it to yourself. How does it make me feel? And why might an artist make a work of art like this? Important questions, right? Excellent. All right. Number 4. This one is called American Gothic by Grant Wood. Go ahead and take a look at it. Describe what you see in this picture. What's in this picture? You can describe the people, what they look like. You could describe what you think they do for a living. Excellent. Go ahead and describe that picture. Write down what you see. All right. Next, go ahead and write down how does it make you feel when you look at this picture? All right. And then go ahead and write down, why might an artist paint a picture like this? Go ahead, make a guess. Awesome. Okay, we're practicing. See, you're practicing it. You're practicing answering these questions, describing it, saying what you think. All right. Last one. All right, last one. Here we go. The Dance by Paula Rego. All right, go ahead and write down, what do you see in this picture? What am I looking at here? Describe the picture. Write it down. Awesome. You could talk about the colors. You could talk about what the people are doing. You could talk about what the people are wearing. You could talk about what you think is happening in the picture. Go ahead and write that down. Underneath that, go ahead and write down, how does it make you feel to look at this picture? Makes me feel kind of happy. It looks like they're dancing. It looks like they're kind of celebrating. Go ahead and write down, how does it make you feel when you look at this picture? Then underneath that, I want you to go ahead and write down, why might an artist paint a picture like this? Just make a guess. What I really like here, I don't know if you notice this, there's a circle of women dancing back here. There's a little girl, there's an adult, and there's an older woman, and they're all dancing together, kind of like the passage, the different changes in life, right? We're kids, then we're adults, then we're older. Pretty cool stuff. All right. And that is our practice for the day. So I hope you had fun practicing describing works of art, talking about works of art. If there was anybody there with you, you can always practice talking about works of art, what you both see in the picture with them. And make sure if you would like this to count for your art credit, take a picture of what you wrote down, all right? Take a picture of your writing, right? And send it to me to my email address, or you can send it to me through Remind if your adult uses Remind. And I will see you next time. All right, bye my second grade friends.